This is going to be the easiest debunking ever. And after this presentation, QNFEE and Fake Jake are gone for good. They might as well delete their channels and find a new hobby. Because this nonsense, as we see here, like I mentioned many times, made by a glober, but it doesn't make sense on the globe. As we know, even the globe model states how the sun runs past or through the equator region, but this is how it actually works with the circling sun. As I mentioned before, just like I stated, when it comes to super tropical fruits such as durian, these trees cannot survive anything below 75 degrees. Super tropical, super cold sensitive, and they only grow in the equatorial region such as Malaysia, Indonesia. They can grow in Hawaii, Puerto Rico, and this is all within the tropical equatorial region. They cannot grow anywhere outside, and this, without a shadow of a doubt, proves we have a circling sun. Now, this is the aspect where QNFEE and Fake Jake are completely done. Like I said, they might as well delete their channels, their history. They have no future when it comes to trying to disprove the EE map, God's created circling sun over the flat earth. Let's get right to it.
Saying this cartoon proves the circling sun path. No, it does not. RV didn't do any observations or any scientific experiments whatsoever. He didn't visit any of the scientific websites which tell you where the sun is going to rise and where it's going to set for every location.
So Fake Jake's claim is the sun is actually physically setting in Antarctica. Physically setting sun in Antarctica. And again, like I demonstrated, even the bogus globe model doesn't make this claim. Ridiculous. And like I said, after this is done, Fakey Jakey and QNFEE are done. Now let's listen to QNFEE here, who Jake just took QNFEE's information not knowing it's 100% incorrect. Like I said many times, Jake just takes from other people, not knowing, not doing any further research. And let's get right to it with QNFEE in this absolute ridiculous claim he makes.
So you're telling the flat earthers the sun never go out of its pad? What is this?
So QNFEE thinks this is where the actual physical sun ends up. I'll get more of that. Let's continue.
Look at the sun. It runs out of its path. Sorry to bring you the news, but the moon also make those angles.
And here's QNFEE's model showing the supposed sun going over Antarctica. Absolutely ridiculous. And let's get right to it with the thorough debunking of both, again, QNFEE and Fake Jake. And first off, I want to thank Neil22 Emerson 89 for showing me this clip from Teddy C's channel. So credit is given to where credit is due when it comes to this nonsense. Let's take a look here. Now here is the actual sun. The mistake both QNFEE and Jake are making is they think the sun actually heads here. No, this is where the sunlight is. And let's move this forward here, little by little, so people understand what's taking place. Here's the sun in the equatorial region. Let's move this over a little bit more. Okay, you have time and date here with December 21st. And Jake is assuming in QNFEE that this is the actual path of the sun, when the sun is actually up here, clearly within the equatorial region. Okay, let's move this over a bit more. And clearly you'll see what's happening here. Okay, you see the sun in the equatorial region. It's not heading in this direction. This is where the sunlight is. Let's move this up a bit more again. And you're going to see here, when it comes down to it, where the sun makes its lowest point. And as I mentioned, this is the globe model that Jake is using in his video presentation. But here's the accurate model here with South America. And this is the Tropic of Capricorn. The lowest point, once again, where the sun goes south. And obviously circles above the flat earth. So here is where the sun's located. Again, on the equatorial region. The sunrise, this is where they're getting the sun, obviously in the morning. But again, the sun is in this location between the two tropics, remains within the equatorial region. Now let's move this up a bit more once again, where you're going to clearly again see the sun in its location within the equatorial region. It does not deviate from the equatorial region. So these arms that QNFEE and Fake Jake are stating these are angles of sunrise and sunsets. Absolutely wrong. So these two goons are debunked 100%. They are clueless. And here you go once again. This is not where the sun rises and sets. Obviously, these are just angles of light from the sun in the equatorial region. Now, of course, I show the sunrise. Now, let's take a look at the sunset. Specifically, we're talking about South America. This is June 21st. You see the highest point of the tropic here, the highest point of the equatorial region. Let's move it forward, and let's see what happens here as we move it. Now, this is directly above the equator, September 21st. And here you see the sunset in the Santiago area in Chile. Let's keep moving forward here. And what do you see? The lowest point, the tropic again, in the lowest point of South America. This is not where the sun location is. It's right here. The sun always remains again within the two tropics. It never goes lower. And Fakey Jakey and QNFEE really believe the sun is going towards Antarctica. There should be this huge melting of the ice in Antarctica. Absolutely delusional. Hilarious. This video is literally putting these two clowns, these two disinfo agents, out of business permanently. And the irony, I'm using Fake Jake's favorite website to supposedly debunk the AE map when he really believed, which he didn't, of course, he's a disinfo agent, that the sun rises here and sets here. Well, this has nothing to do with the sunrise and sunset. The sun's here. What a complete embarrassment Fake Jake is. So again, this is so simple, so easy to debunk Fake Jake and QNFEE without a shot of a doubt. These two are absolutely done. They need to find a new hobby. Definitely all their videos trying to debunk God's created flat earth and the circling sun, 100% debunked.
That piece of shit up there, I never like him. I never trusted him.
Yeah,